Samsung is plus 6.27% today, and the reasons behind this move tell a bigger story about where global markets are heading. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is July 15th, and today we are putting the spotlight on Samsung, a global leader in semiconductors and consumer electronics. Samsung is up 6.27% to $279,500 in today's session. Intraday prices ranged between $273,000 and $284,500. The long-term fundamentals for Samsung revolve around memory chip cycle recovery, foundry competition, and smartphone demand. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Samsung profit surges over eightfold to beat estimates as RE boom fuels memory chip crunch. Let us look at the broader sector picture. On the geopolitical front, this comes as Wall Street ends lower as Iran tensions dampen risk appetite, the Detroit News, adding pressure to energy markets. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. Central bank policy is at the forefront of investor minds. Investor sentiment is being shaped by stock market today. Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ futures extend gains ahead of earnings, wholesale inflation data, Yahoo Finance. Rate expectations remain a key driver for growth and technology stocks, which are highly sensitive to discount rate assumptions. Investor sentiment is being shaped by stock market today. Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ futures extend gains ahead of earnings, wholesale inflation data, Yahoo Finance. Looking at how sector peers are positioned. ASML plunged minus 3.97% to $1,726.04 in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that ASML rises 5% after hiking sales forecast for second time this year on strong RE chip demand. The EUV monopoly is one of the strongest competitive moats in all of technology. AI chip demand for the most advanced nodes directly benefits ASML without the execution risk of being a chip maker. Watch for any update on the 2026 to 2027 capacity shipment schedule. Nvidia plunged minus 3.52% to $203.53 in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Nvidia's latest RE breakthrough may not be a chip, and it could fuel the next data center boom. 24/7 Wall St. Blackwell GPU allocation to hyperscalers is tighter than supply, which is a near-term revenue floor. The risk that most investors underestimate is valuation compression. The stock trades at a significant premium to the S&P 500. A miss on data center guidance would be punished severely. Near term, watch for any whisper on Blackwell yield rates. BHP made a dramatic move today, surged plus 3.15% to $60.56. Equity markets are responding to reports that China is taking on mining giants to reorder a $190 billion market, mining.com. China property market stabilization is the single biggest catalyst for iron ore, and hence BHP near-term earnings. Any positive PMI or construction data from China would move the stock. The copper growth story is intact regardless. Here is our analytical view on Samsung from here. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Samsung profit surges over eightfold to beat estimates as RE boom fuels memory chip crunch. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any Nvidia or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. Here is what we will be watching closely in the days ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Independent market coverage, no subscription fees, no paywalls. If this analysis saved you time and helped you think more clearly about the market, please like the video. It costs you nothing and it directly funds more content like this. Subscribe for daily coverage across indices, stocks, commodities, forex, and crypto. Tell us in the comments, what are you watching most closely right now? That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe, and we will see you in the next one. That is our spotlight on Samsung from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe for daily coverage of the world's biggest stocks.